What's up, guys? SubXO here. Well, to hold out on my promise, this is gonna be just me randomly talking series. That's right. Me yapping about stories and the alike. But for this first edition of the SubXO Talks, we're gonna tell you a story. My story. Alright? So all this starts back in middle school. I know. Very terrifying. I'm not gonna lie. As a kid, to be honest, I've always been kind of annoying. It was only until late middle school, early high school, I finally learned how to, like, chill out and, be, that fella in the corner that people want to talk to here and there. Before that, at least, I'm gonna be honest, I didn't have any friends. I only had, like, maybe one or two people I used to yap to. But what's this all revolve around? Basketball.
Who's a better Gator all time, Darren Watkins Jr. or LaMelo Ball?
Oh, Darren Watkins Jr.
Yo, I was terrible at sports, bro. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Kindergarten in elementary school, I actually used to be a runner. I was a track star, okay? I knew how to, physically push myself a little bit, but not gonna lie, I became so ass in middle school. And, yeah, how that ended up was, this game that we used to play at gym, where you get assigned a number, and there's two teams. One's on one side of the court, the other team's on the other side of the court. And each team has a set number of 1 through 30. So, if the gym teacher says, oh, number 1, and that's it, you just have to, both number 1s on both sides of the court have to run to the middle, grab a basketball, and make one hoop in, put the basketball back in the middle, and then run back. So, that was how simplistic the game was. This game gave me so much anxiety. So much to think about, okay? But I'm gonna get to it. So, every time they would assign this number, my heart felt palpitations. I was honestly gonna kill myself, I'm not gonna lie, right in the middle of the fucking court. Because I was so ass at specifically basketball that I just could not make a hoop. Nowadays, I can make like one or two, okay? I'm not terrible. At least I'd like to think I'm not. Okay, either way. Once they gave me this number, I would always fail to make a shot. But I swallowed my pride. I never let it bother me. But I'm gonna be honest. Kids in middle school, I don't know if it's still the same way. These kids care way too much about this, okay? We're not a D1 player, okay? We're not in the NBA. We're not professional. Why the fuck are you pushing like 12-year-old like Sarah to like make this hoop? Okay, it's not that big of a deal. Like, let her be, bruh. So I will be fair. I got the same kind of flack sometimes, but it was only on off days where like the kids cared way too much about winning against the other team. Look, again, I'm competitive as fuck, but god damn it, how young are we? It's not fair. All this builds up, right? All this setup. On this one specific day where I was given the number 5. I remember the number 2. That's how serious this was, okay? This is trauma. This is trauma I'm living down right here. Once my number was given, I did not want to play today. I was so tired. I did not feel like doing this, and I knew that these people, especially that specific day as well, were just pushing it. Every single person that went up there, it's like, yo, come on. Everyone's cheering. One side of the court, other side of the court, coming together. Like cheering on these, like ass players, okay? That's just how it is. So, I was dreading it. I was dreading it every moment. I was counting down the seconds, okay? That's seconds. Learn what this is. So, time comes, okay? They announce 3 numbers. 3 numbers. Doesn't matter what they are, alright? 2, 20, and number 5. My goodness. I run in there, okay? We all, 3 players from one side of the court and all 3 players from the other side, run towards the middle. We all grab our individual basketballs and we start shooting, okay? 2 people from our enemy team's side, 2 people made it in. The 3 people on my team, including me, right? 2 people made it in. I'm the last one left. I'm 1v1ing another girl, okay? And we were the worst players you'd ever see. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, so we just kept shooting and we just could not do it. Oh my goodness. Me and this girl kept going at it for like a minute straight. It was terrible, okay? It was terrible, okay? We were at it for like a minute, and the 2 crowds, right? This crowd over here, remember that? This crowd over here, coming in, boom, yelling at us all in the middle. Bro, that pressure was waning on me. Bro, I wanted to get out of there so fast. Like, you don't even understand. So, I was in my own head about it, so what did I do? I'm gonna be honest, bro. I took my basketball, put it towards inside the middle, the little rack that they would have in the middle. I put that shit in the middle. Bruh. I walked back to my seat, like in the line that they had set up. I just walked back. And everyone around me was like, yo, go back in, what are you doing? What are you doing? And I'm like, nah, bro, just don't even talk to me right now. While the girl is still missing her shots. So, all this builds up to 2 things. 1, the major. My gym teacher wasn't going to let that slide, apparently. They can't just let the shy kid be shy. I don't know why. He comes up to me, he's like, nope, stand up. I'm going to help you. I'm going to show you the technique. I'm going to shoot myself in front of these children. What are you saying? I walk into the middle because my gym teacher makes me get up. And he's like, okay, here's how you do it. He grabs the basketball, right? Shoots it, does the technique of flick of the wrist, makes it in first try. I'm appalled, okay? He just made that shit look so easy. And I'm sitting there like, bro, don't make me do this. So, I grab the ball back from him. I do his technique. Still fail. Oh my goodness! So, we keep going, okay? We keep going. Me and this girl. And while all this is happening, I hear it. Crowds cheering on the other side. Yes! Yes, you made it! You made it! The girl made it in. Meanwhile, I'm still trying to make one shot. One just simple layup, it doesn't even matter. Okay? I don't know the terminologies. I'm ass. You know what? I failed. I looked ass. But at least it ain't, you know what? I've dealt with worse. You know what? I can still come back from this. You want to know that second thing I mentioned earlier? You want to know what it is? Come here, sub-Exoians. Come here, subs. You want to know what it is? You want to do it? The girl ran towards the middle where the rack of basketballs were, right? There were multiple basketballs. When she put it back, she dropped the rack, and every single basketball flew out of the rack across the court. So, while she just did that, I'm still trying to make this one shot. This is like unbelievable. I think God just didn't like me that day, okay? Like, I don't even know. Say wallahi, bro. Once that happens, I just turn around like, please don't. Please just let me make it. I don't make one shot. This girl had the time to put the rack back up. A teacher came in to help her collect some of the basketballs. Those 2 ran across the court to put them all back in. And all that amount of time, I still could not make one shot. And then she sits back in her seat. When I tell you, that was the most defeating, emasculating, like, moment of my life. Like, I'm not joking. Like, I'm grown up now, okay? I still haven't moved on. I remember the number, okay? I remember all those people being like, yo, what the? This motherfucker's trash! And I knew it. And I knew it. And I knew it. Okay? So I walk back. And one of my aforementioned acquaintances I used to just yap a storm to in middle school, he's like, yo, are you okay, bro? Laughing in my face. Okay? He doesn't even, he's glad that wasn't him. Okay? That's all I'ma say. Wanna know what I replied to him? I replied to him saying, yeah, man, I'm good. Like, I'm good. This doesn't affect me. Gulp. And, that day, I, went directly to lunch, went through the rest of my classes, and, I cried myself to sleep. Yep, that's the moral of the story. Don't be ass at basketball, okay? Or, just any sport, or you will be made fun of expeditiously. Or, what I took from it, never do that game or play that game ever again. Because after that story happened, every single time that game was announced to be played, I would just ask the teacher to go to the bathroom, and I would sit in that stall for about an hour. Okay? I'ma be honest. I was not gonna lose my aura a second time. That was generational debt, okay? I could not bring that back. The bank couldn't even, figure out how to bring this back. Alright? So, moral of the story. Just don't be ass, okay? Don't be ass. Train yourselves, okay? Even a little bit of exercise. Walk, 30 minutes a day. If you're like me that just plays video games and, likes to edit videos and shit, if that ever happens to you, do one of two things, okay? Do one of two things. One, okay? You either challenge them to a game of Marvel Rivals, 1v1, okay? And see who wins, alright? Challenge them like the fat showed you are. Or, two, slime them all out. I mean, simple. Nobody can get embarrassed if nobody can remember it. Remember that lesson for next time, kids. Peace out!